Hi, Taurus. Oh my gosh. I know it's just like, okay, we've just seen Cindy for the first time this week and like, what's going on? No, this is like the third time for me trying to do this for you. The first one got deleted. And then, so I was, okay. So I'm doing this after, like I would have done the ones that I did on the day that I recorded yours, like Gemini and Cancer. So I'm doing it, and your card's already on the table because I put the cards down. I was doing the video, and then I guess the camera turned off on me, and I figured out why it does that is because I forget to hit record. So I wasn't recording that part. So we're gonna start again, okay? We're gonna start again. The cards are already on the table for you. I mean, I haven't done the clarifiers yet, so let's get. I'm gonna feel like I'm repeating myself over and over and over again. All right, let's get started, Taurus. Your blind spot. So what you don't see coming. There's three elements to this. I feel like a gramophone right now, like this over and over again. There's three elements to this. The first element of your blind spot, what you don't see coming, is what is actually coming. What's coming towards you. What's hitting a resolution. What is going to be. The second part is why the universe is bringing this to you. So why is this coming? What's going on? What if, you know, sometimes it has to do with work that you've put in. So you've put in the work and now the reward's coming through. And yours is kind of like that, a little bit like that. And then what you can expect from this blind spot, sort of like sideways energy. So if you've been going this way and you're producing this, there's, you know, offshoots that create energy and opportunity for us. So that's the three aspects. So let me get started again. So what's coming towards you? There's going to be some sort of a breakthrough for you in something that you've been working on creatively. It's some sort of creative endeavor. It could have something to do with art. It could have something to do with music. It could just be you being extra dynamic and creative in whatever you work on or where you work. So there is some sort of a breakthrough coming in with that that's going to help to bring some balance towards you. It doesn't feel fully to me like if you're working on, like, let's say you're working on, just as an example, I don't know why art is coming into my head for you. Maybe some of you are working on some sort of an art project, but maybe you want to have your art displayed in a gallery somewhere. You have a gallery in mind. So maybe you've been going back and forth, or you haven't actually been getting a response from this gallery and now you finally do. So it's not like, yes, you're going into the gallery, but there's like a stepping stone that's been reached here for you. It's kind of like that energy, and that will in turn become something, hopefully down the road. So there is some sort of a breakthrough. Now, why the universe is bringing this towards you, it's because this, and this is why I think if that was the example of you trying to get your artwork into a particular place and someone finally responds to you, this is happening because it's going to get bigger. Whatever you're working on is going to get bigger and it's going to become more fruitful. It's going to bring even more balance towards you where you were probably feeling trapped in the past, and a lot of abundance and a really solid foundation here. So what you can expect from this is a lot of personal healing, like a lot. It's incredible actually how much personal healing is coming through for what you can expect from this. So let me show you the cards and then we can really go into the reading even more. So your blind spot, what you don't see here is that something that you have been putting a lot of thought in, a lot of planning. You've been working on this. Is very, very creative energy. It's very grounded energy. It's kind of like getting like air and earth energy here. So there's been a lot of thought. You're trying to use your intuition, but you're keeping the whole process very grounded and very stable. The tarot cards that come out with those two oracle cards for what is coming towards you is the Nine of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, and the Daughter of Swords, which is a bit like the Page of Swords, this Daughter of Swords energy. Not, a little more mature though, a little more mature than the Page of Swords. So this is why I'm kind of feeling like whatever this is that you've been working on, it has been a long bit of a hard struggle. Or at least, I'm kind of getting the message, it's just, yeah, for Taurus, it doesn't feel like you would describe it as a hard struggle. I think you would describe it as you gotta do what you gotta do kind of energy. And yeah, because if you've had to go up this staircase with all of these obstacles to get to the top, well, you're almost there. But it's almost as if you kind of knew that there would be all these little obstacles along the staircase, and you were fine with it. You said, no, this is what I gotta do. I know where I want to go, and I gotta get to the top, so I have to climb the staircase with all these little obstacles. And then it's not the full of what you want, but it is something. It is like a gesture, and it might even be perhaps, I'm going to go back to that example of trying to get artwork in a gallery. I don't know, maybe that is for someone very specific, so we're going to stick with that because it keeps coming into my head. So perhaps someone is putting a deposit on artwork too, or wanting to commission you to do something. Like you are going to get, I feel like some sort of financial balance is coming in here where you didn't have it before. It's not the full-on cornucopia. That's coming, so don't worry. It's not the full-on cornucopia. And this is where I'm getting sort of like this message. And this is starting to ignite. It's almost as if there was darkness in this process to you, and you could imagine how brilliant and colorful it would be. That starts to appear all of a sudden with this information or this communication or acknowledgement of some sort in what you've been working on here. So yeah, for the most part, it's some sort of acknowledgement or communication to you about this creative process that you've been putting an awful lot of thought into. So why the universe is bringing this to you? Now this is where the cornucopia comes. So it's preparing you for cornucopia. This has been going around a lot. And I'm trying to remember who had this elephant card in exactly the same spot. I think it was Aquarius. I think Aquarius had this card in exactly the same spot this week. And it's interesting because it's as if you know what your goal is, but you just can't see how to get there. Like the full length. It's like you don't have a map. You kind of know you have a compass. You're lighting your way here with your compass and this flame towards your cornucopia, towards your success, towards your abundance. But you could be, the way this is working, it's hard to see when you're going to get close to the destination. That's interesting. Now that I'm saying that, because Sagittarius had that last week. It was if they only knew how close they were. It's like they've traveled 500 miles in the dark. But if you only knew you only had 50 meters left to go, don't give up now. Kind of like that energy. You're getting really close. And perhaps it's just been really hard to see that destination, or you just can't see it until you're literally maybe 2 or 3 feet from it. But you're getting very close here. The cards, the tarot cards that came out for this, why the universe is bringing this to you. So do you understand that? Like, is this what, because you've been doing the work. And it's not just, it is a payback. When we do stuff, when we put good stuff out there into the world, energetically, we do get that coming back to us often. Now, this is that physical sense though, and being an earth sign, being Taurus, I would put this even to Virgo and Capricorn, all the earth signs, you do tend to really claim the earthly realm. And you manifest through perseverance. Is sort of what I'm getting here, like manifestation through perseverance. And the elephant energy is you've been persevering and you've been doing this and trudging away and doing it and doing it. So, well, you're almost there. Like that's what happens, right? If you have to walk 1,000 miles, you don't get there if you don't take the first step. So there it is. These are you have the 8 of Swords, the Justice card, and the 10 of Pentacles that are coming out to support, to give me more information about why the universe is bringing this towards you. It is, with this 8 of Swords, you can't see it. It's something that you can't see, but you know where you want to be. You know where you want to go. You know what it is, but you can't see it right now. Possibly because we can't see very many people right now. We can't see a lot of things. You can't go to a lot of places. You can't go to the fitness center. You can't walk into the hardware store. Like there's a lot of places you just can't see it. This card coming up a lot lately. This 8 of Swords. it's kind of funny how cards have been cycling through. I've been noticing when there was sort of the quarantine really sort of started worldwide. There was so many Four of Swords and Four of Pentacles cards that were coming out. It was unbelievable. Unbelievable. And now I'm really getting this Eight of Swords has become the popular one, which is telling me that this cycle we've gone through is, you know, trying to reflect, trying to look internally, trying to get our own balance again, because there's nothing else to do. There's no other distraction. Well, I don't want to say that though, because I know a lot of people are still working. They're still working from home and they're still doing a lot of work. But the majority of people, and even if you are working from home, like your hours are probably all over the place. I have one friend who says, it seems like I work all the time now because she's not really, and she's not used to working from home. So she hasn't trained herself to say, okay, this is the time I start and this is the time I finish. But there's something that you can't see, you haven't been able to see, and that's going to change for you. There's going to be clarity, there's going to be balance with this Justice card. And it's interesting because this Justice card is number 8 in this deck, and Justice is typically number 11 in the tarot. And I don't know if that's a mistake or that's intentional. So the Strength card in this tarot deck is number 11. But you got this. And number 8 is like, you know, if you put it on its side, it's the infinity symbol. So this is infinite. I want to say this is like, this has infinite potential and infinite balance in your life. And it's very, yeah, oh, I think that's interesting. This sword cutting through this Justice card. And then we have the yin and yang energy back and forth here. We have the white cat and the black cat, but then we have the black dot and the white dot in this. So their energies are like back and forth commingling. Yeah, why the universe is bringing this to you is to balance your energy even more. And the Ten of Pentacles, this is really good. This could even be leading to you to having a new home somewhere. And perhaps it's not something you could even see. Yeah, I'm kind of getting too, like some of you are looking to think about moving or finding a new place, or you wanted to do that and you can't. Now there's just nothing out there. There's very little opportunity out there to find the place that you want, because it's just not, you know, people aren't actively selling their houses like they usually would be, particularly in the spring. But there is going to be a shift here for you. This is very, these are two wonderful cards to have together. Cornucopia and the Ten of Pentacles. It's a lot of abundance. Very fruitful energy. Profitable. I'm going to say profitable. Very profitable. Whatever this is that you're working towards. So what you can expect from this. Interesting that these two cards came out together like this. This door to personal healing and happiness, and the Dolphin card. This Dolphin card for me is very karmic healing energy. It's an individual. I always actually see it as an individual. I think what you can expect from this is someone coming into your life who you have some sort of life path with that you haven't met yet. That you'll be coming in alignment with this person. And not only do you heal them, but they heal you. You know, this balance here. Very healing energetically, emotionally, spiritually. Like if you've been feeling depleted, you know, maybe a little down, just with this process too. Like this is a lot of work. Especially if you're this big old elephant trying to climb those stairs with all those sticks and everything. It's not, like, you know, some people might think, once this comes in for you, oh wow, look at that. That just fell into your lap, didn't it, Taurus? No, it never falls into anyone's lap, really. There's always a lot of work behind the scenes that most people don't see or don't understand. There's late nights, there's planning, there's thinking, there's sacrifice, there's missing this to do that. There's definitely like you've put work in here for something and it's coming in for you. So the tarot cards for what you can expect from this, Taurus. The Empress, the Lovers, and the Two of Wands. Oh my goodness. Wow. I feel like Taurus, with this Empress and the Lovers, did someone else have that combination? The Lovers and the Two of, maybe they had the Two of Swords. There was someone, yeah. Gosh, there's been so many repeats lately. It's so weird. It's like everyone as a collective is somehow, you're joining, becoming like the Borg, Star Trek. I should do one reading a week for everybody. This, I'm sure this combination came out, but instead of it being the Two of Wands, it was the Two of Swords. And it was two swords and an eclipse here. Oh, wait. It was the Magician. This energy just really reminds me of that. Whose reading was that? Was it Gemini? Oh, I can't remember now. But it's really, just the energy of that reminds me of this. Especially with the Empress. Like, this is really abundant energy. The Empress energy is, like, very Taurian, too. This feels like a partnership. This is definitely a very fruitful partnership that you can expect from this. So it's going to be interesting to pull out the clarifiers because it feels like an offshoot somehow of what's actually coming in for you. It's like an offshoot. It's like if you've planned this road that you've been going down with the elephant, you've been planning this road, you've been planning this. You knew this road would lead you to what you wanted. You just didn't know how long it would take or how close you were getting. But what you didn't expect is that when you get down that road, oh yeah, it's like someone else is also traveling down another road and these two roads meet. These two roads meet. The journey that you're on for this project is aligning you, because this is bringing the balance here of the two. The two, it's aligning you with this person, the two. Yeah, the two. This is really coming up over and over again for me. The two, the alignment, it's like your road and this person's road. They may not even be like going after the same thing as you or working themselves towards the same thing, but energetically, it is the same thing. It's put you on this path to meet, and it feels like someone that you have some sort of a life path with. A life path, isn't that funny? We're talking about this path, this road that you're on. Yeah, that's interesting. And the bottom is the garden and the gate. This is so interesting because this has been coming up. The garden and the gate has been coming up for some of the signs, and it was a really important message from one of the Oakman readings a while back. You know, you're going to be asked to go through the gate. And what that gate is different for everyone. There is some sort of hesitation and apprehension about doing it because on this side of the gate, it's very familiar. It seems very fruitful, but there's not much else to do in that garden. And there's nowhere to plant new seeds. You can't grow any new ideas. But outside of the gate, there's all this open field and sunshine. But you haven't been there before. But the key is around your neck. So this is part of your gate. This is part of going through the gate. Now, and then you have the shark. There's something big that's going to be revealed. And it's probably this offshoot energy. This other path that's coming into alignment with yours. And then the other one is your card, the Hierophant. There's the key. See, you have the key to go through your gate here. You're going to be asked to go through a gate. Let's clarify that right now, because sometimes it's scary to go through a gate. I think you know you're walking towards the gate, though, with this elephant energy. So I'm finally glad it's recording. I said just to make sure I don't delete it. It goes online. Okay, The garden and the gate. What is this gate? What is this? What's in this gate? Wow, look at you. So the Two of Wands, which is here, remember? There we go. The Two of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. This is your abundance. This is your stability. This is coming into your own. This is really being you on a solid foundation. You're going out through the gate to meet yourself. You're going through the gate to meet yourself. Yeah, I'm really curious about these underlines, particularly the shark here. Something that needs to be revealed, something that will be revealed to you. And sometimes it can feel uncomfortable approaching that revelation. That reveal. What is this reveal? Oh, the Page of Swords and the Five of Swords. Interesting. It's as if this reveal is something within you, understanding what it is, what things you need to walk away from. You know that truth within you, but you haven't fully revealed it to yourself. What you need to walk away from, things in your life that you need to walk away from, because you can't take them through the gate with you. Every energy source has its own gate. So I almost picture there's someone else going through their life process right now, and they're approaching a gate too. And once both of you go through your gates, it feels like romantic with me, with the Lovers and the Empress. But it is a choice and partnership, and that partnership can also be something, you know, something business as well. Something to do with creativity for sure. This is definitely bringing you an opportunity. And so yeah, let's look at the Lovers. Let's get more information about the Lovers card. Wow, the Tower and the Five of Wands. Yeah, you don't see this coming at all. Well, it is your blind spot. It is your blind spot. If we didn't have a Tower moment in a blind spot reading, what would we have? So, yeah, you don't see this coming at all. The Five of Wands. I don't feel like there's any competition around this, though. Why is there... Perhaps you and this person that you're going to connect with, there's going to be some sort of difficulty communicating, or you're both going to be... I mean, like, it's not the Seven of Wands, but I'm sort of feeling that defensive energy. A little defensive. Let's get this clarity for this Five of Wands. Well, that's interesting. I'm going to take it like that. The Three of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. Now, the Three of Pentacles came out with this like that. I don't usually do reversals. Lately, Spirit's been doing funny things with me, like, no, take it like this. Okay, so we'll take it like that. So this Five of Wands, there's some sort of struggle here to become clear. Feels like being clear about an arrangement in terms of how to work together or create something together. Again, like this person is sculpting something. It's still getting like this creative energy from this reading, like creating something. I think you both want to create the same thing. Whether this is like a romantic connection, if this is some sort of creative project, you both, I feel like you want the same outcome, but you may have different approaches or outlooks on how to achieve that. And that again will be part of your personal healing and happiness, is working through that. Let's see what the Ten of Pentacles is, shall we? The Ten of Pentacles. The Nine of Wands. That is what you worked so hard for. See, the Nine of Wands. Remember that card? What you worked so hard for. There, the Nine of Wands, just in a different. It is. You've really put the work in. It's been pretty exhaustive. You're almost at your end here. Like, how much further, God, Lord, universe? You're almost there. You're almost there. Oh, interesting message coming in. With the Justice card and the Ten of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands, I just got the message that some of you have been working through, like, ending a Ten of Pentacles, like divvying up your monetary assets, your assets. The cornucopia will come through. If some things have been on hold, perhaps, or you've needed to sell a house. But that's been heavy here. But that just doesn't feel like it for a lot of people. It feels like the heavier, the stronger message that I'm getting is that you're going into this Ten of Pentacles. Yeah. The Two of Wands. I do want to clarify this because this feels like 2 points coming together. What did these 2 points create? There's something very creative here with this Two of Wands. 2 points coming together. Oh, look at that. The Hanged Man and the Lovers. I think for most of you, this is some sort of a romantic connection. Because again, the Lovers is sitting beside this Two of Wands. I think for most of you it is. Yeah. And the Hanged Man, it's at least something in your life that you felt very stuck about. You felt very stuck about, or you haven't been in a position to make a choice. And that will change, and you will be in a position to make a choice here. I want to ask I think the last one I'm going to do is the Daughter of Swords. This is some sort of information I feel like that's coming towards you that puts little dots of this creative energy back into the darkness. Where it seems sort of dark, it's almost like these little kind of firefly type energies start popping up and glowing, like there's little bits of, oh, hope. Little bits of hope. So what is this coming in with the Daughter of Swords? What is this that's coming in with the Daughter of Swords? Wow. Very like interesting. Ooh. Wow. Interesting. The Two of Swords, the King of Cups, and the King of Wands with the Daughter of Swords. There's like 2 choices here. 2 very interesting choices with the Daughter of Swords. I did just say, didn't I, that where you didn't have a choice before, you will. And the choice is Cup energy, very feeling and emotional. Wand energy, very creative, passionate energy. They're both equally, like, they're both very equal in terms of maturity and what you could build on here. Very stable. King of Cups, you're looking at Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy, King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. There is going to be some sort of a choice here for you. And maybe that's walking through the gate. That's part of walking through the gate, is making the choice. Yeah, because at the bottom we have the Death card. Scorpio energy. So an ending to create a new beginning. And that's what walking through the gate sort of is. You're ending the relationship you have in that garden, in that security, in that knowing space to go into the unknown. I mean, you can kind of see it though. Once you get close enough. Once you get close enough to shine the light, you can kind of see what's on the other side of that gate. So that's interesting. That's interesting, Taurus. So there you go, guys. So finally, hopefully, you'll get that and it'll all be good. All right. Thank you, Taurus. Until next time, guys, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.